welcome to Vegas Startup Scene. I'm Jason LeDuc, and this is your rundown of what's happening in the Southern Nevada tech ecosystem for the week of February 9th, 2026. Let's start with leadership and clean energy. The Governor's Office of Economic Development has announced that Nathan Bouvet has been appointed chair of the Nevada Clean Energy Fund Board. Bouvet, who currently serves as the strategic project manager at GoEd, steps into the role after serving as vice chair, ensuring continuity as the fund continues expanding access to capital for clean energy and energy efficiency projects across the state. The Clean Energy Fund plays a critical role in lowering energy costs, creating jobs, and strengthening local economies, especially in rural and underserved communities, positioning clean energy as both an environmental priority and a long-term economic driver for Nevada. Staying with GoEd, the state just approved more than $27 million in tax abatements tied to over $340 million in capital investment and more than 350 new jobs over the next 5 years. 4 companies across Washoe, Lyon, and Story counties are moving forward with projects spanning advanced manufacturing, data center infrastructure, and solar panel recycling, generating an estimated $84 million in new tax revenue over the next decade. At the same meeting, GoEd also approved funding for a CDL training expansion program at Great Basin College, supporting workforce needs in transportation and logistics and reinforcing how capital investment and workforce development continue to move in lockstep across Nevada. Hey, Clark County, let's get on that. Meanwhile, support for founders continues with a strong focus on inclusion and access. The Nevada Veterans Business Outreach Center is hosting a Veteran Entrepreneur Series workshop on SDVOB and VOB certification later this month. The hybrid session takes place Wednesday, February 25th from 3 to 5 p.m., with an additional morning session on Thursday, February 26th from 7 to 9 a.m. It's being held in person at Truckee Meadows Community College in Reno, with a virtual option available for those who can't attend online. I'm going to try to get in on this myself, so if you're a veteran, check this out. The workshop walks veteran founders through eligibility, application steps, and common pitfalls, helping open the door to government contracting opportunities and long-term business growth. And for founders thinking about what it really takes to scale, Founder NV is hosting a masterclass session called Behind the Scenes of Startup Success, Building Operations at Scale on Thursday, February 12th from 6 to 7:15 p.m. at the International Innovation Center in downtown Las Vegas. The session features Keaton Tate, who has scaled both Fortune 500 brands and high-growth startups, and focuses on the operational systems that support real growth from supply chain and logistics to cash flow, vendor strategy, and knowing when to bring in expert support. Here's a look at what else is coming up in the ecosystem for the next few weeks. God, I need to start rehearsing these. Sin Shop live stream events Mondays and Fridays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. each week. Vegas Crypto Group hosts multi-chain Mondays every other Monday at Sierra Gold on Southeastern Avenue, Crypto Clubhouse on Tuesdays from 6 to 10 p.m. at Goat Bar on West Sahara, and Web3 Wednesday on the first Wednesday of every month from 7 to 9 p.m. at Loaded Empanadas in Boca Park. Fusion 42 online pitch kung fu sessions every Thursday and online founder huddle every Saturday. At January Tech Alley, video game developer Connor Torres joined me on the live stream, and we talked about some of the changes happening in Las Vegas with the film and entertainment industry and the tech trends he's seeing in video game design.
Holy smokes. Is that part of that whole new Hollywood thing that's coming to Vegas, would you say, or just kind of like you're here, why not do it?
It's in parallel as people who are really passionate about the film community and just want to start making great films. And it kind of the genesis of it was kind of when we were still talking about the Hollywood coming here thing.
Yeah, right.
And then we all kind of said, well, that didn't happen. We were all like, well, we're going to do it anyway. So let's just make as great content as we can make and be as professional about it as we can. That way, when this comes back around, we'll be the people that Hollywood says, oh, we've heard of what you guys are doing here. We want to work with you.
Yeah, I think that's how it would happen. You know, you could throw a bunch of money at the city, but you want to actually have whoever's doing it currently.
Yep.
You kind of, one question I guess I have for you is, as far as technology, one of the things that got me excited in hearing about all this investment of film and TV tech was that merging of, in my area, Unreal Engine, where Mandalorian was using these big volumes, these LED walls for sets, so you didn't shoot on location. Is that something that you know of that they're building here, that you'd be shooting on? And I think there's 1 or 2 out here, studios that do that kind of thing. But
yeah, I don't know. We're not looking at shooting anything that sophisticated yet, but I think we are very much kind of in a real life aesthetic mode, but that doesn't mean we won't do that kind of stuff in the future. So I don't know about the studios that are doing that kind of thing, but it's great to know that they're there.
Yeah.
Because the great thing about whether it's an LED wall or something you can generate with AI as a background or whatever it is with technology, it allows you to do things that you either can't do in the real world or are very, very difficult and expensive to do in the real world. So it's a really exciting time with being able to adapt the new technology into traditional filmmaking and create a really creative aesthetic.
Yeah, I think the studio here, I'm not affiliated with them. It's called VU Studio, VU.
Okay.
But I haven't looked too much into that. But when they start building that infrastructure out here, I would expect that we get more sound stages like that. And
I think what you'll see is more of the infrastructure will start getting built. It just won't be a big organized thing. It'll be a lot of entrepreneurs seeing opportunity. And it won't be a big top-down kind of thing. It'll be like, oh, all these things are happening. Let's start pulling some things together.
You know, what I would like to see, especially from the arts district, is more like acting classes show up so that the talent can kind of, be homegrown. I was thinking about being in LA. I used to do all these acting classes, improv and stuff in Hollywood. And it made it really accessible, that film industry. Just people in television would show up in class. But it was so good, I think, just for anybody who took that into any other career, the ability to improvise or communicate in those ways. Maybe you know more about that, whether they have sort of a curriculum or something, the arts district, but I could see that developing in parallel.
I don't know about in the arts district. I got involved in the film stuff because I started taking some acting classes for the podcasting to be, so I could be, do more things on camera, be more comfortable on camera, connect with an audience better on camera, and understand how to, set things up better with the camera. And I kind of fell in love with it and worked on some film challenge stuff over the summer. And that's how I got connected with the people I'm connected with now to do these film projects. But yeah, there's an acting school in Henderson. There's at least one. I don't know if it's in the arts district, kind of in this area. I think there are four schools that do acting classes here in Southern Nevada, in the Vegas area, at least 4, I think.
Gotcha.
So they're here. But yeah, so it sounds like we just need to get the word out more and get people connected up, because if people are looking for that and they're not finding it, reach out to me. I'm happy to connect you. So
if you'd like to learn more about Connor and the cool project he's working on, or some of the film projects and other entrepreneurial efforts around the arts in Las Vegas, check out the whole conversation on the live stream. All right, that's all for this week. Everything we talked about are in the episode description, all the links and that kind of stuff. If you got news or events you'd like us to cover next week, drop a comment, slide into my DMs, I do not mind, or email me at info@leducleadership.com. Send us your pics and videos. We want to see everything you're doing and share that with the community. So go out there, do great things today, onward and upward.